The president praising ICE and border agents today following the arrest of more than 150 illegals, including gang members in Northern California this week. But get this, the acting ICE chief says hundreds of criminal illegals managed to escape the raid. What do you know? Because the mayor of Oakland warned them about the impending operation. Wow. So yeah, this mayor would rather protect illegals than her own constituents. I'm supposed to ask that question, but I'm not making it a question. I am making a statement, right?
Yes.
Ashley Webster here with me, along with former prosecutor David Pietro. Ashley, walk us first through what's going on here. This
is a mayor. Look, in my mind, and David can comment to this, but she should be thrown in jail for aiding and abetting a crime, and at the very least, obstruction. These are people who've committed the law in the first place by being here illegally, and then giving them a heads up when there are federal agents coming in to arrest those people here illegally. They just had a sweep. 150 were picked up. Illegal aliens were picked up this past weekend from Sacramento down to Stockton in the Central Valley of California. 50% of them had criminal convictions. One of them had been deported to Mexico 8 times. And yet the mayor of Oakland, who put out the warning that ICE agents were coming, says, I want to protect my community. Nothing about what she did protects those legal citizens in those communities.
David, you know, I talk about the Federal Reserve occasionally and markets being in an Alice in Wonderland world, but my gosh, our whole society is in an Alice in Wonderland world. The idea that this woman is out there protecting people that have criminal records and are here illegally because somehow she thinks that's for the greater good of Oakland. At what point does federal law really start to supersede here state law? When do the feds have the right to do this and throw her in jail, as Ashley says?
I think Ashley is absolutely correct. When you become an elected official, you always take an oath, and the oath is to uphold and defend the Constitution of the United States. But it's no shock that the mayor of the city with the third most crime and one of the highest murder rates is worried about people that can't even vote for her or not even here legally following the law. She's more worried about protecting the lawbreakers than law-abiding citizens, which is disgusting. Okay. It rises to the level of malfeasance at the very least, but it could be obstruction and or aiding and abetting, because some of these criminals they were looking for were wanted for crimes, and they were wanted fugitives.
Isn't there like some, I mean, what about the Commerce Clause, right, where it gives the federal government more power to go after the states in cases like this? I mean, could something like that be used? I mean, how do you actually enforce the law of the land when you have local municipalities saying, no, 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 we run things?
You start arresting people for obstruction of justice when they obstruct, and you pull the purse away, you pull funding away until they follow the law. Just like the federal government wanted, when they wanted to make the drinking age 21, they told the states if they didn't comply, we're pulling back money for roads in your state. And that's how they do it. The power of the purse is powerful. But I think this is rises to a higher level when you have a mayor who, by the way, is an attorney who does immigration work, doing this kind of obstruction of justice and not following the Constitution. We had an election. We have a president. Follow the laws. If you don't like this president, go out and vote and put another president in next time. But we can't have obstructionists that are violating the U.S. Constitution and superseding the power of the federal government. It's just not right, and it's irresponsible for elected officials to do that.
It just makes my blood boil, and David is absolutely right. What about the rule of law? And
you
not
came
only that,
here, by the way, legally. You can tell from Ashley's accent, right?
Yes, yes. I came all the way from Iowa. No, I came from England and went through the whole process, the interviews at the U.S. Embassy and all of that. So it's a slap in the face to those people who do everything legally the way they're supposed to. But it's encouraging illegal behavior. It's encouraging people to come into this country illegally. If you can just get to California, just get to Oakland, any of these sanctuary cities, and it doesn't matter if you're here illegally and breaking the law, and violent criminals in some cases, all of that's okay. I don't understand her reasoning is completely off base.
I'll tell you what it is.
Because if you let a criminal back out onto the street, that means that ICE agents have to go out and capture that person. And that is, at the same time, threatening the safety of the public at large.
You know, perhaps she thinks she's going to get more votes from some immigrants that are here. Perhaps she just thinks she's going to win over those crazy liberals at UC Berkeley. This, by the way, is a city. Did I ever tell you about the Beta Breakers race in San Francisco when I lived there?
Yeah.
They run naked. And somehow that's like normal.
Yeah, well.
Yeah, anyway, so it's San Francisco, it's California, but really, we should be minding our federal law. Ashley, David, thank you so much. We do have some breaking news I need to get to right now.